Now, word on the street says this car's been winning a lot of awards lately. So what exactly is going on? Well, let's talk about it.
This is the Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in hybrid. As a car that was only officially launched in the automotive market last September 2025, this SUV has been getting a lot of good attention lately. CarWow has called this the car of the year for 2026 for the United Kingdom. And in our local streets, this is the one that recently won the DOE Eco Run for 2025. Under the UAAGI umbrella, Chery has also been in the Philippine market since 2019. And with this Chery Tiggo REV LE as one of the newest additions to the brand, what does this new SUV have to offer?
It's all about sustainability when it comes to this ride. Now, in its full electric element, you are given a range of 130 kilometers of pure electric range. But if you do pair that with a 1.5-liter engine that you have, along with the electric motor, which is powered by an 18.66 kilowatt-hour battery pack, you do end up with a combined range of 1,400 kilometers on a full tank and on a full charge.
Under the hood, this Chery is ready to give you 204 PS of power and 310 Newton meters of torque, all mated to a front-wheel drive system. And because this is a plug-in hybrid, take note that the 1.5-liter engine is only there to pretty much support the electric motor. And remember that because this car has an electric motor that you can plug in, charging time on a DC fast charger from 30 to 80% can be done in about half an hour. Also, the Chery Tiggo REV is available in AC and DC fast charging.
And you want to know another punchline? Well, the Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in hybrid has been able to achieve an impressive 84.28 kilometers per liter in a most recent eco run with the Department of Energy. When you look under the hood of the Chery Tiggo REV plug-in hybrid, you'll notice how everything is easily organized here under the hood of this SUV. Now you have your electric motor here and as well as your internal combustion engine. Now some folks might wonder or be concerned rather because you have two motors instead of one. Is it difficult to maintain? Well, not really. Because of the performance figures of this car in relation to how organized everything is under the hood, long-term ownership will not be a concern when it comes to this plug-in hybrid. Also take note that this plug-in hybrid is equipped with the Chery Guardian battery system, ensuring that your battery is safe no matter what condition, and as well as the Chery Super Hybrid, giving you a vehicle-to-load function.
When it comes to the interior of your Chery Tiggo REV LE, you are greeted with a very comfy and roomy interior. There is a third row, and children and some adults can sit comfortably in the back. But take note that that is also dependent on how your middle row seats are positioned.
The seats in the middle are very comfy when it comes to your Chery Tiggo REV LE. You have to remember that these seats are slidable and they're reclinable as well, so you can be able to make space for the passengers in the third row. Now, if you are to be a passenger here in the middle, you'll like the idea that your floor is flat, so footroom is not compromised. Now, personally for me, the most comfortable seat here is this exact seat, because if you are to be driven around and there will be nobody sitting here in the front, you could be able to push these buttons here so you could have more space as a passenger here in the back. Now, going on with your seats, again, you have all of this soft material here and you have ISOFIX standards which are very visible if you're going to be traveling with kids. It'll be easy to put a child seat on and off from this SUV. If there's only going to be two passengers here in the back, you have an armrest with two cup holders as well. You also have an air vent in the middle with a USB Type A and Type C port. All of this goes with a panoramic glass roof up on top and Sony speakers all throughout your vehicle. So if you love your music, enjoying good music in the back of this car will be a very nice treat. And one more thing I like about this SUV is this. Now, similar to a lot of other modern cars of today, you have one-touch power up and down windows when it comes to the Chery Tiggo. But similar to the Lincoln Co. 01, this one's got anti-pinch.
The front seats of the Chery Tiggo REV LE give you such a commanding presence on the road. And part of that has to do with the soft leather that you have, along with the 6-way power adjustable seats with lumbar support and 3 memory seat functions. You also have a 10.25-inch fully digital driver's display to go with your 15.6-inch floating touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto.
Now, starting up your hybrid is a pretty simple sequence when it comes to this car. As you approach, the car is already cooling itself, especially if you have your smart key. But here in the driver's seat, the minute you have this with you and you step on the brakes, you'll get a notification here that shows that the car is ready to drive. But if your seatbelt's not on, you can't move your car immediately. You need to buckle up, and once you put your car on drive, that's the only time this car is ready to go. Now, here inside the Chery Tiggo REV LE, you'll notice how everything is well built and well insulated here inside. I like the dashboard. It doesn't sit too high, it doesn't sit too low, and you have some pretty soft fabrics here, but very durable as well, which gives you a modern, elegant, and durable look all at once. You also have a heads-up display, which adds convenience to your drive. And the steering wheel also has a lot of buttons here, which are complementary to your 2 screens right here. Now, talking about screens, your center screen here has wireless connectivity, and all of the adjustments that you need to make your drive comfier or easier will be right here. Adjustments for your air conditioning settings, adjustment for your seat heating or seat cooling could be done here, and as well as adjustments for your side mirrors. You also have a large armrest here where you could be able to put things like this. So again, it's very deep, and it also has cooling functions. Now, if there will be anything that I need to get used to when it comes to the Chery Tiggo REV LE is the gear shift. To be honest, for a guy like me, I'm more used to having the gear shifter down below, either as a shifter or as a rotating thing or a push button. So to have your gear shifter here in the column is a bit of a new touch for a guy like me. But then again though, once you drive your Chery, you're going to be perfectly fine. The way to operate it, it's very simple. Pull up for reverse, pull down for drive, and push this for park, with neutral being somewhere in the middle. Okay, one more thing we found about the center screen here is that yes, you do have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, but one thing I also noticed is if you press navigation here, and you'll see the built-in navigation that this car has, push this button here, and it shows you all of the nearest charging stations that you have in your nearest location. So I have 5 between now here all the way to Valenzuela and all the way to Pampanga. To be honest, I have my moments when I'm not driving around with a light foot, and that could be with any car. And you know what, there's plenty of reasons to that, and I'm sure a lot of you out there do relate to me with that little situation. You could be late, you could be tired, or you could be anything else in between. And you know what? Chery has done so many things with this car, equipped it with so many things to make a drive easy for you no matter what condition there is. It's safe, it's comfy, and there's so much tech to make the drive easy. What kind of tech? Well, you have wireless connectivity, yes. You have a built-in map which also shows you the nearest charging stations for your plug-in. But my favorite from them all is that this car has voice command, like this. Hello, Chery. Please open my sunshade. Look at that. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. La-da-da-da. See? It works, right? So imagine doing that while driving on a mountain pass with the sunrise. You could be able to do that with the help of voice command. Now, going back to the idea of sustainability and fuel economy for a hybrid like this, based on Metro Manila traffic, I have been stuck in traffic with this car a couple of times. I was able to hit 11 kilometers per liter in the city. But out on the open road, with some spirited driving, I was able to get as high as 27 kilometers per liter.
When it comes to safety, you have to take note that this is a well-built SUV. The Chery Tiggo REV LE is equipped with a whole slew of safety features like adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, lane departure warning, blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, and a 540-degree multi-view camera, and many more.
You know what? That camera, that 540-degree multi-view camera that this Chery Tiggo REV has, it goes a very long way, especially if you're stuck in traffic or you simply need to travel at low speeds or you need to enter a very tight parking spot. Now, you know what? It might make you wonder, for an SUV of this size, how big is this plug-in actually? Well, let's talk about the numbers.
Okay, let's talk about the numbers. When it comes to the dimensions of this SUV, you have 4,725 millimeters in length and 2,089 millimeters in width with a height of 1,705 millimeters. The Chery Tiggo REV LE also gives you a wheelbase of 2,710 millimeters with a ground clearance of 200 millimeters. This SUV is also equipped with 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels as standard, and you also have a smart key that is quite interesting.
So this is what your smart key looks like for the Chery Tiggo REV plug-in hybrid. And because it's a smart key, it's got proximity sensors. But it doesn't stop there. This vehicle is also equipped with remote start, which does go a very long way, especially when you're cooling off your vehicle on a hot summer day. And because it's a hybrid, you actually can't tell if the car is on and off because it's more biased on its electric component, which means that it's pretty quiet and pretty comfy as well. Now take a step further, and this is what your hybrid looks like from the side. Now you have your Aurora green look here to go with your chrome accents all throughout your SUV. You also have load-bearing roof rails up on top, which do go a long way, especially if you choose to add accessories when it comes to your plug-in hybrid. Now, talking about visibility, this car does have a 540-degree camera, and you'll see some of the cameras on your foldable side mirrors with repeaters on the turn signals. Now, talking about the fact that this car is a plug-in hybrid, this is where you charge your car. Now, this is where you plug in your vehicle. You have to remember that this car is available in AC and DC charging, and as well as the V2L system. But if you're worried about running out of charging, or you can't find a charging station when it comes to this plug-in, take a look at this. This car is also equipped with a gasoline engine, allowing you to fuel up at any gasoline station. 95 octane is recommended.
And do take note that the color that we have here is called Aurora Green. But if you want a different vibe to your ride, the Chery Tiggo REV LE is also available in 4 other color options. Now looking at the front, this SUV carries a modern look with a touch of European style, as seen with your LED daytime running lights and as well as your front grille. This front grille also has a glass panel with diamond patterns and a bit of chrome on the side to complete the overall look.
When you look at the front of your Chery, you'll notice that your front is very well insulated. Your engine is properly protected from all of the elements, and again, because of the insulation, it is a very quiet experience inside your ride. Now, talking about the front, again, the insulation goes a long way keeping your engine, both of them, safe from all of the elements. Also, in addition, you have LED lights here which do add to your visibility, especially when driving at night. Now you might be wondering, how else does the Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in keep itself cool on a hot summer day? Well, for air intake, you have some down below.
Cargo is abundant for an SUV of this size. If there will only be 5 passengers, there is a tonneau cover in the back that could easily be removed should you need to accommodate more passengers. The third row seats fold up, and there's still plenty of space even with the third row seats in place. And all of this comes with a rear power tailgate.
And when you close your rear power tailgate for your Chery Tiggo REV LE, this is what your SUV looks like from the back. Now you have LED taillights there which go through the entire width of the vehicle, and there is a bit of a repeater sequence when it comes to your turn signals. Now looking at your back, you do have your backup camera, and you also have your Chery badging all throughout your vehicle. You gotta remember that because this car is a hybrid, driving it on coding days on Metro Manila traffic will be perfectly fine because this hybrid is coding exempted. And what else can I say about this car? So you have an elegant look in the back, you have your Aurora green look there, and again, this car is also available in 4 other color options aside from the one that we have here. And lastly, that's the plate number for Apex. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ha ha ha. So who is the Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in hybrid built for? Well, it's for the one who needs a car that he or she can daily drive comfortably while keeping things very frugal. And you know what? If you're a family man or one who just prefers a big car without the intimidation of a tall ride height that's brought on by your usual ladder-on-frame SUVs or pickup trucks, this is a great option. And guess what? If you ever decide to get creative when it comes to ownership of this SUV after a few years down the road, there's also plenty of space when it comes to being able to customize or personalize this ride. So all things considered, how much is this plug-in again?
The Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in hybrid comes at a price of 1,528,000 Philippine pesos. And that is more than impressive considering all the value that you're getting with this SUV. Add the fact that it's a hybrid, so you are still number coding exempt if you are to drive this through Metro Manila traffic. For its class and category, other benchmarks to consider are the BYD Sea Lion 6, the Jetour X70 Lightning, and the Toyota RAV4. If you're looking for a more premium experience, also consider the Lynk & Co. 01 or the Lynk & Co. 08.
But you want to know what's the biggest thing I like about Chery? It's the idea of a comfy ride without breaking the bank. And all of this comes with an 8-year warranty with a 7-year bumper-to-bumper warranty plus 3 years of free roadside assistance. Hey, I know it's my first time driving a Chery, but I am genuinely impressed. Not bad, Chery. Not bad at all. The way China cars have grown into our market has been quite fascinating. You know, it wasn't so long ago when a lot of people were concerned about having a China car. And as time passed, you realize that market acceptance has gotten much bigger. And to be honest, these cars just keep getting better and better and better. Now, what if you're the kind of guy who is looking for a new car, but you feel overwhelmed with all of the options that the market offers? Well, that problem or concern is rather understandable. But if you're the type of guy who is looking for a 7-seater SUV that's a hybrid, you could drive it anytime, anywhere, and you have a budget of around 1.5 million Philippine pesos, you need to consider the Chery Tiggo REV LE plug-in hybrid.